All right, guys, we're going to play in the studio for a few minutes. I am doing just an impromptu live. It's not one that I tried to schedule, and YouTube is having problems. So scheduling is not going to work for me for a little while. I am just doing some painting on my Doodle Wash challenge pictures. I did 31 drawings all in one day. And yeah, that was long, and it was a video that is actually on my channel. So this is my first one of the paintings, and I'm going ahead and wetting everything except for the peppermints and maybe the topper. And I am just doing this to play in my studio. If you are, one of my regulars, welcome. If you're new here, welcome. I am I'm a little frustrated tonight, actually, just because I tried to go live, tried to set up a live stream schedule, and it just didn't want to go. And so, yeah, this is my de-stressing time. Hey, Mary, nice to see you. So yeah, I'm trying to de-stress a little bit. I really wanted to have this done a couple hours ago. So yeah, if you're interested in my art and if you want to learn more about what I'm doing, check out my channel. I've been doing a lot of watercolor lately, a lot of pen and ink. I'm using this fan palette. You can tell I've had it for a while, and there's still a lot of paint in here. And I found out that I really liked, let's see, is it that color blue? Yeah. There's this sort of dusky blue that's in here. It's almost a Prussian blue. And I've got my watercolor paper wet now, and it's on a piece of this coroplast. Hello, Kinga. Welcome. Oh, that's wonderful. I made it at a good time for my friends in other countries. That is lovely. So what I've got going here is I'm just putting in this sort of Prussian blue background. My background paper is wet, and I'm just going to let it sort of flow around. These are inexpensive paints. This was like, I think when I bought it, it was $12 American for the whole thing. And there's 42 colors on there. Ooh, that's pretty. Hello, Justin. Nice to have you here. So this is the same color that I put on the top there. I'm going to add more pigment. And I am going to put the color on the inside of the ball. And I will kind of work it up around the peppermints. How's everybody doing tonight? Or this morning, if you're over in Europe. How are you doing this morning? Like I said when I was starting out here, I was really frustrated. And it's like, okay, I do need to just go live, take care of getting my stuff done. So I promised myself I was going to get a painting every day this month. Hello, Justin. So thanks. As soon as I get the rest of my paints, I'm going to attempt to make the blue Christmas tree. Oh, wonderful. Yeah, so I've been doing a lot of painting this season. Getting things ready, getting things done, having fun. Yesterday I was live for 8.5 hours. So if you didn't catch that, you might, if you're going to be working in your studio, you could turn that on and I can hang out in your studio with you. So what I did is I got this wet after I put the color down in here, and then I started dabbing the paint inside the glass. I want to get some different textures going in there, I think. Hello, Stephanie Pettis in the Rolling Studio. Welcome. Yeah, this is, fun stuff. Now, Stephanie, with your rolling studio, do you do what kind of art do you do? I know I've met you before, but my brain right now, like I said, is kind of in frustration mode. I spent almost an hour on the YouTube help trying to get my streaming streaming scheduling to work. It wouldn't work. And how is my hand doing after that 8.5 hour marathon? It's actually doing quite well. Thank you for asking, Kinga. Yeah, so what I'm going to do... Hello, Irene. Nice to see you. Yes, ma'am, in the CAC in Tanya's group. That's why I knew I could see. I'd met you before. Yeah. If you guys want really awesome portraits, you need to check out Tanya Tartan Taz Creates. She has been doing some lovely, lovely portraits. I know she's been posting them in her Instagram. Don't know if she's posting them on YouTube lately, but she's been posting some. So I'm going to drop some water onto the background part here, because I want those little sort of blooms that happen. It looks almost like you're dropping salt and letting it dry, but the water just sort of does it really quick. It makes it look like snowflakes. Here, let's zoom in on that. I want to show you. It makes it look like snowflakes have dropped onto the paper. You see that? Where those have all dropped on? I think that's so cool. The CAC is the Creative Arts Collaboration, and it is a group where people who have YouTube channels can get together and chat about things and ask questions and, share stuff that's going on. So Stephanie has a channel also. So check her out too. Thank you. Yeah, it's kind of fun. I'm going to dry this, I think, and start working on the actual peppermints. So sorry about this being a little bit loud. I got some really good... Hey, Harini! Nice to see you. See, I caught you in the morning, didn't I? Isn't that fun? Yeah, I like that. It's one of my favorites. Oh, it's good. It's not too loud. Oh, excellent. Thank you. So Harini is one of my students in India. And she found me through Tangi, which is another place where I do videos. They're short form videos. Kind of like my shorts that I've been starting to post here on YouTube. Oh, that looks so good. I'm just letting the background dry now. So, you craft out of your truck, your 18-wheeler. That's right, that's right. Okay, so that's dry enough. I'm going to leave that in zoomy in mode. I'm going to try... Let's see what happens if we go to the side view. I think we might try the side view for a minute. So what I'm going to do, I'm just using these inexpensive paints, like I said, and now I'm picking up my water brush. This is just a tube for the handle, and it's got a fairly fine tip on it. And I do have, after I slide back and pick it up off the floor, I have to pick up my paper off the floor. Yeah, so now what I'm going to do is take this water brush, and I'm going to start with, I think, kind of a, I think that's my, no, that one's more red. I want the kind of magenta red. Let's see, that's the more magenta red. Thank you. Yeah, the side view is kind of fun. And it's always fun to try new angles when you can. And I just put that spot in the wrong one. Oh well. Sometimes the candies get extra color on them, right? And I can dab that off some. I'm really just doing kind of a coloring in. So, are Amy and Gina, you know what, it's pretty late at night for Amy and Gina, I think. Where do I swatch the paint? Where do you find the paint swatch? Where do I find the paint swatch? I mean this palette? I got it on Amazon, and if you check my links down below, I have an Amazon affiliate for the US and Canada. So you can get the paint palettes on Amazon and shop around, because sometimes they're really overpriced. I tried to put the one that is the best price down below in my Amazon shop links. So yeah, it's kind of, it's nice to be able to share those things. I think, let's see, I'm going to go and bring up another browser window. Oh, I know. I can give you my link for the. You just got the palette for $15. Yeah, they're so widely different in their pricing. So my Amazon affiliate link. I'm typing, so it's kind of slow. Amazon.com. Come on, /shop/deliberately creative. There we go. Yeah, I've got the Tangy workshops coming up. Thank you for reminding me. I do need to get my promo video done for that. My 2 workshops I'm doing, they're free workshops. They're done on a live Google meeting. So that way I can, hear your questions. You can ask voice questions, or you can ask questions in the little chat that's going on. They're usually smaller groups, which is nice. Now you see I'm leaving some spots here of white. I could just go back in with gouache and do those too, but I'm trying to learn how to use my paints better. The water pen is on Amazon as well. So if you start your Amazon shopping off of my link and you wander off and go and do other shopping, I still get credit for you going to Amazon from my link. So that's why I'm posting the link, Next time, do a Zoom meet so we can all do a workshop there. Zoom is a possibility at some point. Right now, this is my sort of my decompress time. This is working in the studio, just having fun. I'm so glad that you guys showed up. Oh, thank you, Irene. Yeah. Thumbs up, like the chat, like the videos if you like the video. Oh, and yeah, the water pen is really nice because you fill the handle with water and then you've got the different size tips. I'm like, let's get that down here where you can see it. There it is. I have the autofocus turned off so that I'm not sending the focus going all over the place. Thank you so much. Yeah, I appreciate whenever people can use the link to start off the shopping. And, even if you really aren't going to be going to get art supplies at the time, when you start your shopping from my link, I do get credit for it. And it's just, there's lots of people to support that way though. So if you've got another favorite that you're helping to support, let's support all of our friends as much as we can if we're already going to go and do the shopping. 40 minutes? What's 40 minutes? Zoom has a time limit. Yeah, Zoom has a time limit when you are first starting out, but they will change it. They'll change your time limit. So your first time you go, it might be 40 minutes, or they might give you unlimited time after you've been on for a period of time. That happened just recently when I was on another Zoom meeting with another artist. There were about 12 of us in the meeting, and we were all expecting it to end at 40 minutes, and it ended up we got to stay for probably an hour. Yep, I have merch. I have merch on my Teespring store. And there's all kinds of so it's darn phone. Yeah. Oh yeah. No worries about the phones and the typing. I am terrible on my phone. But yeah, I have merch on my Teespring, and after we're done getting this painting stuff done, I'll show you. I've got new t-shirt design with my happy little Coca. And oh my gosh, he is so cute. And I bought the pillow for myself, and I bought my brain just went dead. And I bought 2 t-shirts for my grandsons. Oh, you really want my merch? Yeah, Harini, it's the merch giveaways get to be a little bit expensive when I'm sending them internationally. Now, when I do, cards and things like that, I can pop it in the mail, and as long as I keep it, a card at an ounce, I can just use a regular international forever stamp, which gets me an ounce of shipping for like $1 something. But yeah, if you sending things, bigger things around the world is a little bit trickier unless I can work with a company that makes things in those countries. So what I'm doing is I'm just grabbing some darker, more concentrated versions of that pigment to kind of start darkening it up just a little bit. I don't anticipate being on here a long time tonight. This is a quick, I just wanted to get a painting done because I promised myself I would get a painting every day from that list. Back on the road, break over. We'll be listening. Ah, excellent. Yeah, thank you, Stephanie. I appreciate you being here. So yeah, guys, if you're watching and you're enjoying this, please click that like button. Subscribe to the channel. I'm working on getting myself up to my 100,000. I'm at 92,000 right now subscribers. I'd love to grow this channel even more. I'd love to have you join me as part of my community also. So yeah, I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to maybe grab a little bit of that blue that we used, even though my brush has some red in it. I'm just going to reach over. I'm just going onto that palette right there and just grabbing a touch of that blue. And I'm going to mix it down here with a little bit of that next red up because it had a bit of orange in it. Make it a much darker color. Yeah, these are Christmas cards, Christmas card designs that I'm working on. And if you check out the video, I will iCard it as soon as this is over. But if you check out the video that I did yesterday, it's the 8-hour video, go into the description and you can click on the show more. Down at the bottom of the list, I have my that whole video timestamped, and you can go to the end of the video by clicking on the flip through, and you can see all 31 designs that I did in one setting. Somebody goes, "Oh my gosh, that's like doing Inktober all in one day." And yeah, it was, because I penciled everything and I inked everything live on YouTube. And what I did is I used the doodlewash prompt list. So this is day 1 and it's peppermint. So I'll be able to mark that one off. Haha. And yesterday was great. It was a long day. Oh, Kimberly, nice to have you here. You know what? Yes, when I hit 100,000, I have been collecting a whole bunch of merchandise to send out for prizes to my community. So yes, Harini, there will be merch going out when I hit 100,000. All right, so getting some dark kind of down on the bottom. And this is just sitting on, I'm just dropping my paint off onto my little palette on the side, so that way I can pick it up since I already have it mixed. There's going to be a little bit of a kind of a gray blue on here, and then some highlights, and we'll be done. So yeah, it's not going to be a long one tonight. Yeah, please tell your friends to subscribe. I'm going to grab just some of that blue and a little bit of kind of an orange, I think. Nope, that's too brown. Not going to do that. That's pretty. So what I drew on for this is the, let's see if I can reach it without knocking everything down. So the paper that I used is the Arteza. Here, let's go back to the top down so you can see it better. Let's do that. There we go. It's the Arteza 100% cotton cold press acid-free paper, and I do have the link for that for the EU and for I have the link for that for the EU and for the US. There we go. What GSM? It is 300 GSM. So let's see. I want to figure out something that's going to make that just a touch gray without making it brown. So I think I'm going to grab a little bit of this yellow. There we go. A little bit of that blue. So that's more of a gray. So then I can just drop some water on it, make it real watery. Ah, thank you. It's always nice to have my friends think of me. I think of my friends a lot on here too. So I'm putting a little bit of that blue on the white areas that are going to be shadowy, like kind of falling away a little bit. Not all the way, not painting it all in gray, but getting some of that gray color in there. See how it just gives it the feeling of those candies are sort of piled on top of each other. I like that. And it also makes it feel like they're more three-dimensional in here. Well, thank you. Yeah, I could definitely just do, kind of that ASMR, just quiet, sort of talking through what I'm doing. I do that anyway, even when I'm not live. All right, now what I need to find, the white gouache. Ooh, and I can use a little bit of that gray that I just wiped off. Our blue and the yellow and a little bit of the magenta. I'm making the gray to go up here on the cap, in the sort of shadow it a little bit. There we are. Well, thank you. Yeah, having the signature be something that's small and easy to fit in, because if I put my full name, it's like this long. Oh, did you miss the live? This was a impromptu live because I wanted to get this painting done, and it's late at night, and I couldn't get it scheduled because YouTube was being a turkey. And it looks like it's going to be a couple days before I can actually schedule. So keep an eye on your notifications when you see me go live, because I'm not going to be able to get notifications out. All right, I like that. Ooh, I like that a lot. So let's zoom out just a bit and move up this. Boop, boop. There we go. So now what I want to do is I am going to use my water brush still. I'm going to take a little bit of this. Oh, Angie, thank you so much. Thank you for the super chat. That was lovely. I'm just putting a little bit of white gouache, and this is the Arteza gouache. I think I have that listed down below in the more information also. And I am going to, let's see, I have on my iPad a picture that I wanted to use to give me an idea of how bring it over here so you can see. So I found this is a stock photo, and I just wanted to look and see how the highlights go on. Isn't that cool? They've got this with highlights and with, sparkles and just kind of a dark bulb and a light bulb. A light bulb? And I just wanted to look at that to give me just a little idea how to get my highlights on here. I'm going to try and work my gouache fairly lightly. Nice thing is I can, oh, well, foo, I didn't dry the painting. That's okay. There would be a little bit of highlight coming across, right? So I'm going to dry this and then start working on it again. The make it a Tangy workshop. I think that it would have to be after the first of the year, Harini, because I think they've already filled up all the slots. I have 2 workshops on Tangy, so if I had to choose between the Arteza tubes and the pans, which would I choose? Ooh, that is really a when I first started off with the pans, I didn't like them very well, but then I started playing with them more, and now the pans are actually my favorite. I'm trying to do the layers of gouache pretty in fairly transparent or translucent layers, so that way you can see the stuff on the inside. So that's what I'm doing here. You might end up with a brighter, harder highlight in some spots. There's light sort of shining all around. See how that's starting to become three-dimensional feeling? I need more. Do I do art with washi tape? Oh, I have not. If you're looking for somebody who does art with washi tape, Casey Golden is somebody that I've seen do a lot of art with washi tape. So the neat thing about gouache is that it can go light over dark. And now I'm not squeezing any water into my bristles. There's a little bit of water that just naturally is flowing out or down. So I want a bit of a highlight up here and some touching up there. And if you work your brush too hard over your colors, your watercolor, the gouache will pick up the pigment. So be real gentle when you're working over your watercolor. That's a tip. I'm just making that into a round, kind of highlighty bit. The light is sort of bouncing all around in this, I think. Make that a stronger highlight. The highlights on the glass are like the just the reflections, the light bouncing around in the room. Doing very light highlight right here. Maybe a brighter highlight right there. So where it's light, you want to make sure that you still have some dark. Ah, thank you, Joanne. Yeah, isn't it pretty? It's just, you know, something. I am excited that it worked out. And I'm excited that you guys all found me. I'm, you know, I'm going to be trying to either do a dropped video or a live video every day this month. So for sure Mondays will be my regular live video. Oh, I just ran this in the, because it has the gouache on it, I ran it in a thing of water and I'm sorry, I got the chat is like, "Aw, Kinga, that is amazing. Thank you. I appreciate you being here." All right, so let's take a look at it from the side view just for giggles. See, my coloring is a little bit, the lighting on this camera right there is a little bit different, but isn't it pretty? It's a little bit warmer. So back to the top down. This camera is actually more representative of what the color looks like. So now I'm going to take the tape off and we are going to see how it looks. Oh, you're so welcome, Justin. I am so happy that the blue Christmas tree is giving you a happy, happy place in your heart. Thank you, Angie, for coming in, and thank you for your lovely, lovely super chat. It's always fun to see those pop up. I'm going to take that away. Now, the gouache is still wet, so I'm not going to mess with it too much. But look at that. Doesn't it look like the peppermints really are inside? I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope that you will click that like button, subscribe to the channel, and check out my video from yesterday. It's the marathon where I drew 31 pieces of art on these cards, and this is tomorrow's. It's ribbon. So check it out, guys, and I will see you soon.